Beautiful sunny day in Goulburn, New South Wales, and I'm at Horsley Engineering. Sam's been up to something. Let's find out what it is.
Hey!
Knock, knock.
Hey Tim, how you going?
How you going, mate?
Good, and yourself?
Mate, I hear you've been up to no good again. Bit of world-class creativity coming out. Barbed wire spinners, I hear.
Yes, mate.
Multiple spinners.
Yes, mate.
That fits anything.
Yeah, mate, so we've got the first model that we built
Yep.
to the final model that we're going to put into production.
So this is just about ready to go. This is your last prototype here.
That's correct, yes. That frame there's all tack welded, ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that'll be ready to shoot off pretty soon.
Well, let's have a look at how the journey went. The idea is with this that you've got a barbed wire spinner that runs multiple barb that goes and fits on any tow hitch of any vehicle.
Is that correct? That's correct. So this is the first one, Tim. We just simply slide the tow ball out, slide this in, two pins go inside there, went on the back of the buggy, and out it went.
So a 50mm or 2-inch hitch just slide straight in.
Yep, it was great, worked well, but it was real inconvenient to keep slipping the tongue out and putting this in. It's just a pain. And then I went and spoke to a contractor mate of mine and said, will you try this out for me? And what I did was, we welded a coupler to it, and then what we did as well is I put this bolt on. Now what happens is, if the vehicle's loaded and like that, you don't want your barb spinner to be like that, you want it like that. So it spins the wire out true. So this simply adjusts to keep that plane level. And then we put these two fins here to keep it true. Worked great. We made this one with 3 spinners, but it was miles too close. And he couldn't actually use it with the 3rd spinner. So we then come to number 3. Toe coupling, adjust the bolt. But what we've done, we've made this spacer here that comes out and goes there and there. So if you've got a tow ball on your buggy that the tongue's only 65mm, that takes up the difference, so it doesn't...
Because a normal tongue on a tow bar is, what, 90mm?
90mm, that's right.
But you're saying on buggies they can be as narrow as 60mm?
60mm, yeah, so that takes up...
So you've got some baffles here?
That's right, on each side, and then you can just adjust them to suit. Now we still had the problem of wanting to spin 3 wires out. And when you put things into production, you've got to think about shipping and whatnot. So there's our 2 barbs, good distance apart. Then if you want a 3rd barb, that just slips in, and that gives you your 3rd barb.
And your 2nd barb holds it in place?
That's correct. The beautiful thing about doing that like this is, it doesn't take up too much room on the ute, because the barb pins just simply drop in. You don't need this much real estate on the back of your ute to store it. And you're not mucking around, pulling your tongue out, putting your tongue back in. You just drop it over the top like you would a normal trailer, and off you go.
So mate, by mounting your barb spinners on your tow ball and having them off the back of your side-by-side or off the back of your ute or your truck or whatever, it means you can still run your plain wire spinners at the same time on the bed of the tray, of the ute, whatever.
That's right.
And you can run all your wires out in one go.
That's correct. You can run everything out in one hit. And even our standard spinners will allow you to run 2 barbs out.
Yep.
But it's just too close. Everything is just too close. If you're going to do 1 barb, that's fine. If you're going to do 2, it is just too close. And everything's coming up, it's too confined. With this down low, it just gets everything out of the way.
And this baffle system here, when you turn around a corner or whatever, that stops it swinging around and jamming,
That's correct,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Keeps it straight with
Keeps
the
it
vehicle.
all straight and true.
So all of your wires are coming off, even if you're going around corners, in a straight fashion.
Yep.
And you can run up to what, 4 barb now?
4. You can do 4. I've got a fellow that wants me to make him a 5. So I'm just going to make that wider drill a centre hole and the standards.
Now, people could make this themselves, but there's a bit to it, isn't it? Yeah. Thinking out all of this baffle mechanism, getting the measurements exactly right.
That's right.
They can just buy it from you, can't they?
Well, I'm sort of hoping they do.
All right, awesome, mate. I think it's time to have a look at this in the field. Have you got a couple of bits of barb we can chuck on and have a bit of a play with?
We have something somewhere.
Beautiful.
We can find.
Let's have a look at it working. Now, this is part of the genius of Sammy. His baffle system fits anything. See how this is only 65mm wide? All you got to do is take off these two little baffle plates here, put them on the inside, and you're set to go. Now remember the bolt just inside? Well, it's been perfectly adjusted to keep this nice and flat. It hits the tongue of the tow ball and doesn't let your spinner flop down. No one likes a floppy spinner. Sammy, I reckon that's a pretty good solution, mate. And what I love about this is because you're utilising your tow hitch, you've still got all the space in the back for your other stuff.
That's right. Real estate in the back of your ute and the back of your buggy is the dearest real estate in Australia. So the less stuff you have in there, the more gear you can carry for your job.
And up to 5 barb spinners.
Up to 5 is... Oh, look, one day someone will ask me for an 8. I can see it. But, you know...
I can see a double stacker coming here, mate.
Oh, look, there'll be something weird, like a... yeah.
Well, keep an eye on Sam. Make sure that you catch up with future episodes by clicking the subscribe button, hit the like button, and check out the next video coming your way soon. Sam, people can get onto this and can buy this from you very soon?
Very soon, yeah. We're actually going to release it at Farm Fest Field Day, which is 2 weeks' time. So, yeah, should be right from then.
Pop in and say good day to Sam at Farm Fest, and if you can't, get onto Horsley Wholesale through the link in the description.